Okay, we're going to start with the nation. Ondo APC gets rousing welcome. That's for Jim Ibrahim. It's all over the papers. Wigwe, why it happened, says business leaders mourn. Eagles settle for AFCON silver. Auditor General, how MDAs circumvent constitution and regulations. Why development in Niger Delta is slow by NDDC board. And Sanwo-Olu to launch trader money. Okay, which story are we starting with?
MDAs. So there was a report, audited report of the MDAs. This was done in 2020. Apparently, they were meant to have submitted it in 2021, but they didn't. So finally, they submitted it in November 2023. And in that report, there were accounts of several expenses that were not budgeted for, spent by NDA. It said, which contravenes the Section 80, subsection 3, which states that no money shall be withdrawn from any public funds of the Federation other than the consolidated revenue funds of the federal government. And many of the MDAs had expenditures that were carried out within the organization. The audited reports detailed about 27 queries, 26 of the audited query issues, and 31 audit query issues from the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Said last year the nation had reported that the delay in the Auditor General submitting that report, and finally they did. So while looking forward to the result of this audit, I think it is 2020 seems like there's a 3-year gap, almost like an after effect. If we are doing this audit immediately and the result is coming in immediately the year after, we might be able to see the positive effect, because if we had cautioned them in 2020, we probably won't have them do it in 2021 or 2022. But right now, we're doing it in 2024. But it's better late than never. The tune of about 256 MDAs were affected, and the total amount of extra budgetary expenses went to 284,316,107. No, it seems like 284 billion was what was spent. Okay. That's too much to spend extra budgetary. So
okay, so the Niger Delta Development Commission that's the NDDC, had their 2-day retreats, which was the board and management retreats with the theme Renewed Hope, a new era for vitality, peace and development. They had their meeting a few days ago, and then they had a communique which was signed by the chairman governing board of NDDC, Mr. Chiedu Ibie, and the managing director of NDDC, Chief Samuel Ogbuku. And they had said in that communique that frequent changes in the management board, and the board of the Niger Delta Commission is responsible for the slow pace of developments in the area. And they are urging the federal government to sustain the governing board so that they can finish out their tenure, because constantly changing them will not enable them to complete what they had started in terms of development. And so the government needs to give them time to continue, and also have build a form of synergy and collaboration with the coordinating framework between the Ministry of Niger Delta Development, state governments in the region, and the NDDC and development partners. They were also asking that the procurement agency of the NDDC is usually where the corrupt practices come out from. So they must ensure that that place is well monitored and everything written out well and followed up with, in line with the procurement acts that they already have in the organization. And with that, they will see how development can come to, the Niger Delta, as well as also giving them a form of autonomy so that they can, operate the way they are meant to operate.
Yeah. So I have the sad story of the demise of the CEO of Access Holdings PLC, Herbert Wigwe, his wife and son. They died in a helicopter crash. And then we got some information from the United States National Transportation Safety Board. According to them, they said the helicopter caught fire immediately. It crashed amid rain and wintry mix in the middle of a desert near Nipton, San Bernardino County in California on Friday. Wigwe, his wife, Doreen Chizoba, his son, Chizi, Abimbola Ogubanjo, a former chairman of the Nigerian Exchange Group, and 2 crew members were aboard the flight. The NSTSB board member, he was giving details. He says that this investigation may take a year or two for a final report on the crash to be ready. He says that they're going to be getting information from eyewitnesses. So far, eyewitnesses confirmed that it was upon crashing that the aircraft burst into flames. They said they are going to be working with a meteorologist as well. They also explained that this helicopter was not equipped with a cockpit voice recorder or a flight data recorder. That was not the sort of helicopter that has that. So they cannot, get that kind of information. So everything, they are going to depend a lot on eyewitnesses, what happened, what people saw, pictures, because there were videos and things like that. But it will take a while. They're working also with the families, as this is going on. They also said they'll be working with France because that's the manufacturing country of this particular helicopter. And this is supposed to have been the second crash in a very short period in that area. So I guess a lot has to be looked into how this. But this is such a sad.
Very
happening for
one of the giants in the financial system.
Yeah.
Oga has been so down.
Turned us into a lot of money. Really painful. All right, so the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, on Wednesday will launch on Valentine's Day 50,000 naira cash transfer to 15,000 beneficiaries. This was said by the Commissioner for Agriculture, Ms. Abisola Olusanya. She was discussing this at the sensitization event that was held in Lagos, a one-day sensitization for traders at the Lagos Fresh Food Agro Hub in Mushin. I heard about that place. It's a really, really nice market.
Pictures.
I've seen pictures. I haven't been there.
Like people going there.
Yeah, I would like to even go there, but Mushin, I don't even know how to get there, but we'll have to find a way.
It's not Google Maps, I'll describe it.
Sorry, just those of us
but I
in
understand.
K2, we don't
So we have
understand.
a market close to us.
We're so close to,
Yeah.
I mean, this K2 area, that's all I know.
Yeah.
Anything outside here, you have to really describe it. But she said very that they were sensitizing the traders on hygiene, food safety, preservation, storage, marketing, transportation, and so much others. However, the governor will be giving out 50,000 naira to 15,000 traders across the state. Let's go on a short break now. When we come back, we continue with our reviews. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.